So 20 years ago, when I said my wedding vows, at no point do I remember saying to have, to hold, to gaslight. I don't remember that being a thing. And if I had to be honest, I think for me and my wife, we were probably more stubborn than actually in love. And we tried I tried all the things, tried couples therapy, tried couples vacations, romantic getaways. I tried doing the dishes more, all the stuff. But at some point, I kind of realized that I wasn't going to be able to make her happy and make her feel joy. So I decided to just stop feeling altogether, which is my attempt at being poetic and telling you that I started smoking a lot of pot. That's what I did. That's what happened there. And we had all the things. We had a house, we had kids, we had pets. We adopted a dog that we found on the side of the road named Teakwood Optimus Production. We did get a dog, and we named him Ozzy, actually. And if you're familiar with rock and roll, heavy metal, our Ozzy didn't bite off bird heads, but he did eat pretty much everything else. He ate my socks. And he's fine, by the way. He's good. Don't worry about Ozzy. But he ate my socks. He shredded the sofa. This dog straight up murdered a turtle one time. This poor turtle that wandered into our yard. He just cracked it wide open. The poor thing never had a chance. Anyway, as Ozzy was running down animals in our yard, I was running down the clock in an unhappy marriage. And my wife's only rule for the pot stuff was like, just keep the dog away from it, okay? And I did. I kept it in this brown leather bag, zipped up, outside on the porch, and he stayed out of it for a while. Until one night, a few years ago, Ozzy apparently learned how to open a door and work a zipper. Because I found him over a debris field of my stash, my THC stuff all over the floor. Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, shit. And I kind of pushed him aside, gently. And I did a quick inventory of what had happened, damage control. And I figured out that he probably had one edible, like one cookie. Because I'm not, that wasn't a big thing for me. But he got one. It was basically equivalent of like a half a joint. And I was like, you know what? He'll be fine. He'll be okay. He's a rock star. But I brought him in the house just to keep an eye on him. And I put on the TV. And we were watching Netflix, watching some stand-up comedy, me and Oz. Because, I figured if he was going to get high, let's make a night of it. And about an hour goes by, and I notice Oz he's standing up, he's good. But he's kind of looking up at the ceiling fan, and he's like just tracking it like the meaning of life. And at that point, my wife walks in the room and she pets the dog. And very quickly, she's like, what's up with the dog? And I'm like, I don't know. What are you it's lying through my teeth. And she's like, he looks drunk. He's like wobbling. I'm like, I don't know. I don't see anything. And I should have felt bad for lying, but I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't feel bad at all. It was kind of fun, honestly. And I know how it sounds, but it's the truth. And my wife leaves. And about half an hour later, I can tell Ozzy is peeking. Because he's climbed up on the couch next to me and he's got all four legs straight out. He's on his side. His eyes are popping out of his head and he looks like he's flying through outer space. At that exact point, my wife walks in the room and she sees the dog and she's like, what the F is up with this dog? And I'm like, I don't know. Again, lying still. Could have told the truth at any point here. And she's like, there's something wrong with this dog. Did he get into your shit? And I'm like, what? No. She's like, check, go check. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go outside and I clean up the mess. Basically, that's me checking. And I come back inside, I'm like, all clear, looks good, totally full of shit. And she's like, there's something wrong with this dog. You got to bring him to the ER, to like the vet ER. Because it was nighttime, right? The regular vet was closed. I'm like, okay, fine. So I get the dog in the car, go to the vet, and I go and I talk to the lady at the front desk at the ER, the vet ER. And I tell her what's happened. And she's like, well, how long ago did he eat the edible, eat the cookie? And I'm like, yeah, a couple hours. She's like, well, we can't pump his stomach. It's too late. Like, it's in his system, And I'm like, okay, well, like, what are we going to do? And she writes down a number. She's like, well, what you're going to do? She's like, you're going to call this poison control line, tell them what happened, and then come tell us, and we'll follow whatever they recommend. Okay, fine. Take the number, take the dog, go outside, call the line. And I'm on hold for like an hour. Long period of time, because apparently there are a lot of dogs getting high these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. And anyway, I tell them what happened. They're like, okay, it's pretty low dose. He's going to be fine. Let him sleep it off. I asked, does he need to get checked in, looked by the vet? No. Okay, go back in to close the loop with the front desk, and I tell her. And she's like, okay. And she starts typing. And I'm like, okay. She's like, that'll be $206. And I'm like, for what? You didn't do anything. She's like, well, that's the registration fee. And we did give you that number. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I give her my credit card, and she's just about to swipe it. Right before she goes to swipe it, I'm like, just 1 second. Do me a favor. On that receipt, don't put anything about like drugs or marijuana on there. Because I got security clearance. Just to be clear, I don't have security clearance at this point. I worked at AARP. They don't require it. But she does it. She hands me the receipt. And anyway, I take the receipt and I get out and I get into the car and I get a text from my wife. And at that point she says, what did the vet say? And at that point I'm like, vet said, all good. On the way home, send. Gaslight complete. I get in the car, and I got this high-ass dog. I got this fabricated receipt, and I got these half-texts I'm texting to my wife. Half-truths I'm texting to my wife. And at that point, it sort of dawns on me that I am nowhere near, I don't remember who I wanted to be when I got married, but I am not that guy. I've not turned out to be that guy. And for whatever reason, all these things together kind of cracked my shell kind of open, and made me decide that I need to go a different path. Anyway, these days, me and my ex-wife share custody of Ozzy. And every once in a while, we'll be hanging out, on the couch, watching Netflix. And I'll feel him looking at me, staring at me. As if to say, hey, man, you hold it. Thanks, you guys.